All right, we're back. Ninth session, day 4. We've got Alcaraz taking on Bellucci, and we've got Palini taking on Jovic. So let's see what happens. And then we've got Sabalenka coming up later. Still plenty of matches. Runa just started. Super late. Also, Menchik just saved match point, but he is down in the tiebreaker in the fifth. Dadiri's up 2 sets of love. Mertens is up a set against Sun. Andreeva is playing as well. 5-1 first set of her match. So a lot going on. So much happening. So many things. You think Alcaraz might go 5 sets in this one? I mean, that... Bellucci... I don't think Alcaraz is going to play 5, but I think Alcaraz gets it done in maybe 4. But Bellucci should not be overlooked. He's a bit of a shot maker, a bit of a showman from what we saw at the start of the year when we watched him a little bit. So Alcaraz has got to be careful. He could find himself in an awkward long match or like a longer, not a straightforward situation, What a match between Menchik and Blanchett. Yeah. Why is Bellucci number 9? I don't know. That's a great question. I do not know. I'm just predicting the future, I think. Yeah. All right, Palini, Jovic on court. By the way, Penko and Townsend. I mean, look. Out of all the players you don't want to pick a fight with, if you're Ostapenko, I think Townsend would probably be on that list, especially in America when you've lost. I would say that would be the worst thing to do. I wouldn't do that personally, but I'm not Ostapenko, and she won a French Open, so I'm not, what do I know? What happened? Penko was not happy, I think, because Townsend, during the match, hit a ball off the top of the net and didn't apologize. Penko took that personal, and then Penko said that she had no education and had no class. And I guess she means in terms of tennis, didn't have any education on knowing, because Townsend's like, no, I don't have to do that. I don't have to apologize. And I think Penko was like, I think that's what Penko meant. I know people are going to take it all different ways, but I think that's what Penko was saying. You don't have education in tennis. You don't understand the rules. You don't know. You don't get it. And then she said, you have no class. And then she said, wait until we play outside the US. So next time they play. Okay. Next time they play outside the US, you won't have the support of the crowd. You watch out. So, yeah. And also, I think, they used to be, obviously they're doubles opponents, but were they doubles partners once? Were they doubles partners at all? All right. But yeah, there we go. There we go. That is how it went. What the hell is going on? Someone's on my roof. The hell? I was at the match. The fans were not nice to Penko. Yeah, well, they definitely. Yeah, and then what happened was Townsend then was getting the crowd to not boo Penko, but get really loud when Penko was leaving the court. So that didn't help. I mean, again, I wouldn't be picking fights with Townsend in America. Not when the crowd is already showing how patriotic they are. I wouldn't be a smart move. There was a lot of dramas from fans. Penko took a medical timeout, and Townsend started walking around the court like she was acting like a beast. So there was more to it than that. Oh, okay, so I mean, look, I didn't watch the whole match, so I'm sure that there was more than just one thing that happened. But so I didn't see it. So Townsend was was not happy with the medical timeout. Is that what I'm hearing? And so then she didn't apologize for a net cord because she was like, well, we're not friends. I don't know. Mirra only lost 2 games in the tournament so far. Crazy. That's crazy. I was cheering for both ladies, and Townsend told me to pick a side. Oh no! Friendly fire! Townsend was going after the crowd. Peaches. You're part of the action. You're getting me. You were a part of the drama. That's classic. Oh, did she get a signature at least or something? That's so funny. Pick a side. Oh, that's a good one. You can't get that watching on TV, can you? That's so funny. All right. I showed her my Penko shirt. It said Team Penko. Oh, okay. So you were clapping for Townsend and wearing a Team Penko shirt, and Townsend called you out. That's classic. That's so funny. That's so funny. All right. That's classic. That's a story. Probably be on the TV for that one too. You might get featured on the TV for that one. All right, so Paolini and Jovic have actually played. They played in Indian Wells, second round this year, and Jovic won the second set, but Paolini won in 3. So that's interesting. That is interesting. Cam, have to say, love what you do for the WTA. I mean, I just watch it. I mean, I don't do much. I just, I think WTA can be a lot more interesting, especially early on. So that's why we watch it. You know, there's no like, there's nothing more to that than just WTA is more interesting early in the tournaments for the most part. By the way, Rune at 1-1 in the first set of his match. We'll keep an eye on that. Menchik at 7-7 in the 5th set tiebreak. Clapping for both, yes. That's funny. That's so funny. All right. That's so funny. All right. I don't know who's serving first, but we'll find out in a second. Jovic, still technically able to play the juniors, I think, unless there's a rule that you can't play juniors if you've played X amount of WTA matches, but turns 18 at the end of the year, does Jovic. But there's a lot of hype around this lady. Is it a backhand rally? Paolini goes in the front of Jovic. Paolini backhand. Into the front of Jovic. Again, the front of Paolini as Jovic forehand goes long. And it's 15-love. Is this Bellucci related to other Bellucci? Who's the other Bellucci? Jim? I don't think so. I think that's Bellucci. I think it's spelled with an SH. All right, that goes out by Jovic on the return. 30-love. Serve again. From Paolini's a fault, second serve. Alcaraz about to start as well. As their backhand goes long by Paolini. Oh, Menchik out. Menchik lost. Chat, this tournament is turning into a... What are we doing? Oh, no. So wait, does Fritz get the easiest draw now? Is that what happened? God, Fritz is lost. Oh, my God. I mean, Mahatch is no joke, but Fritz just dodged 2 major bullets. Nakashima and Menchik out, replaced with qualifiers. Fritz's draw opened up. Now, yeah, he's still got to play Djokovic and Runa and Tiafoe and Mahatch, but Fritz's draw, I mean, avoiding both Nakashima and Menchik is a plus. I'll tell you what, Djokovic section's getting a little weird. Norrie Djokovic, the winner plays Tiafoe or maybe Runa. That's kind of crazy. Anyway, it's 40-30 Paolini. God, Menchik out. We were this close to Menchik versus Fonseca again, and we haven't had that yet. We want it. We haven't had it. We got robbed of it again. Menchik in 5 sets, by the way. Is that a problem? Yeah, Ruud also lost. Is that a thing? Because I feel like he's lost a lot of 5-setters recently in recent slams this year. Hasn't he lost 5-setters like at least twice this year? There's a bit of fight now from Jovic into the backhand of Paolini. Paolini hits it out, and it's deuce. Yeah, Fonzie lost as well, but like I said, we're this close. We're one round away. They both win. Alcaraz about to start. Menchik was almost cramping. Oh, that sucks. So he's just got to figure that out. As the return goes into the forehand of Paolini. Forehand now from Jovic. The forehand of Paolini is Jovic. Again to the forehand of Paolini. Goes on line for a winner. Advantage Paolini. Advantage Paolini. Advantage Paolini. As the return goes in the front of Paolini. Backhand Jovic. Into the backhand Paolini. Jovic backhand again. To the backhand Paolini. Advantage Paolini as we get a 4 now on the stretch from Jovic. Goes out. One love Paolini. Paolini wearing the all-black dress as well, by the way. She is serious. Mahatch and Menchik both in trouble if it goes 5. Okay. Well, Menchik is out, so he's already he's more in trouble than. I mean, he doesn't have to worry anymore. Ah, 1-0. Paolini takes the first game of the match. I'll tell you what. Paolini's outfit is fire. It looks like it's made out of, like, leather. Like, it's weird. It's shiny. It's a fancy-ass, shiny tennis outfit. What the hell? Asics went like, hey, we're going to put all our efforts into Paolini's outfit. It's awesome. It would look good on you, Cam. All right, bro, I know it's like 9 a.m. and you just woke up and you're just getting ready for school or whatever, but like, chill. All right, Jovic serves. Into the forehand of Paolini. Jovic backhand to the backhand of Paolini. Again to the backhand of Jovic. As Paolini forehand into the forehand of Jovic. And Jovic hits it long. Love 15. But it's a fancy outfit. Bencic has the same? Oh, okay. Okay. Fine. Well, I didn't watch Bencic. I didn't know. A6 have given the ladies... Is Demon all wearing like a men's version? Like a shiny shorts or something? I don't... Definitely, I would say, inspired by Sharapova and Federer, I would say. Probably more so Sharapova. Inspired by that Sharapova, which was inspired by Audrey Hepburn. True story. I love 30. Love 30. Serving in the forehand of Palini. Palini hits it out. 15-30. $15.30. We're going to fault second serve. Second serve. Is that return winner from Palini, 15-40. Audrey Hepburn is a great role model. Yeah. I'll be honest. Watched 0 movies with her in it. But also realized that she is an icon. 15-40. I probably should watch an Audrey Hepburn movie. Is there any in particular that is good besides Breakfast at Tiffany's, which I think is the only one that I know? 15-40. As the backhand return goes out, it's 30-40. One saved. Roman Holiday. My Fair Lady. Okay. I'm going to look out for them at the thrift store. I don't think I'll find them, but I'll try. As a return, goes to the backhand of Jovic. Backhand from Palini into the backhand of Jovic. Palini backhand again to the forehand of Jovic. Palini backhand on the stretch. Jovic forehand cross. Palini gets it. Jovic backhand cross. Palini gets that as well. Jovic backhand again. Into the backhand of Palini. Jovic backhand down the line in the net. There's the break. 2-love. Chat, I'll tell you what. Wouldn't it be great? Just picture this, chat. Can you imagine if there was a place that you could go, right? That you could go and you could, like, and it has every single movie that you'd ever think of wanting to watch. You're like, hey, I haven't seen an Audrey Hepburn movie. Maybe I'll go watch one. And you could go to a place where they had every movie. That would be a great place to go visit. 2-love. Somebody should do that. As we find out of the backhand of Palini. Backhand out from Jovic in the net. 15-love. All right, we're just waiting for Alcaraz to kick off. $15-love. It's called streaming services and you don't have to leave your home. Yeah, but like, which one is it on though? Like, which one? Like, you got to look for it. You got to, like, where is it? As we had a smash there from Palini, 30-love. Like, could I watch Audrey Hepburn movies on a streaming service? Is Roman Holiday is not on a streaming service. Where the hell can I watch that movie? It's not on the internet. Breakfast at Tiffany's is apparently on Paramount. My Fair Lady? Maybe on Apple? Or Amazon Prime? Maybe? But I don't have either of those things. I have Prime, but I don't have iTunes. Or I don't have Apple TV. You're telling me I have to get Apple TV to... Chad, I just want to go to a store that has them. Can I just go to a place that has them? That I can get for like a couple of bucks, and then I'll promise I'll give it back. 30-15. I'm sick of signing up for shit. Chad, I've got so many subscriptions. I don't even know what I don't even know. It's too much, chat. Just agree with me. 40-15. Just chat. Agree the video stores are better. All right. we were onto something, and then we just threw it away because of convenience. We thought it was a good idea to get physical convenience of just sitting on my ass and like clicking a button. Why don't you get up and go outside? It's good for everybody. 40-15. Is it a foul? Second serve. Second serve. Let's go to the library. Did they have the library? Did they have it at the library? 40-30. Blockbuster was the best. Thank you. Finally, somebody agrees with me. 40-30. Highly recommend Charade. Okay. I'll see if that's on the list. Yeah, like a movie library place. That'd be awesome, right? Like a library for like movies. Like a video library. Movie. I think we're onto something. 3 love. What is a blockbuster? Blockbuster is a great match. Anyways, 3 love. Still waiting for Alcaraz to start. What the hell is taking him so long? 20 minutes? The hell? Charade is one you may like the most, I think. Okay. Okay. All right. Kids today will never know the struggles. I feel like kids today didn't get the opportunity to learn how cool it was. Chat, video stores are coming back, and they will come back, and you will see them in your local wherever, and you'll go, hey, that guy on the internet said that. Just remember where you heard it from. I said it first. Right? You're going to see it, and you're going to be like, oh my God, Cam said that. He was right for once. He might have picked Eala in straight sets today against Bookshaw, but man, he was right about those video stores. He knew something about something. He knew nothing about tennis, but he knew something about something else. It was a good... You'll remember me for that. Or you might just be like, somebody said something about this once. I don't remember who it was. There was someone said something about video stores. I can't believe they're back. Whoever that person was, they're great. Good for them. Somebody would do... Chat, it will happen. You should start one. Hey, maybe I will. Chat, we're going to start a fund. How much do you think I would need to start a video store? Do you reckon I'd need 50 grand? 100? 100 grand? 100 grand? Because I need to buy the videos, the DVDs too. I need to buy the movies because I don't have any. Like I have mine, but should we do a GoFundMe $100,000 tennis talk video store? That doesn't make sense. I'll watch matches from the video store. I could watch. Nothing would change. I would still stream. I would just be at the store. So, like during the day, I'd be renting out DVDs. At night, I'd be streaming. Nothing would change. Anyways, Alcaraz still bald. He didn't grow his hair out just yet. And he wins the first point, 15 love. I'm going to go Alcaraz in 3, but I reckon one of these sets is going to be a tiebreak. I reckon he's going to have to play I don't know. I just don't think Alcaraz is going to get it done easily. I think one of the sets he's going to make interesting. 15 love, by the way, as Jovic tries to win a game. Good serve, 30 love. There are no VHS players anymore. It would have to be DVD. Yeah, I think VHS also disintegrates. So I don't want to if I went to VHS, the likelihood of those getting ruined is higher. Whereas DVDs, there's more of them and they're not as perishable. Just go prospecting for gold. What is it? 1910? Look, what are you talking about? Prospecting for gold. Hello? How am I going to stream tennis if I'm out in the gold mines? What the hell are you talking about? Makes no sense. That's a terrible idea. Come on. Just think a little bit. How the hell am I supposed to watch tennis matches if I'm prospecting? It's crazy. Crazy idea. Just might work. Hang on. Chat, should we do a gold mine stream? Gold digging stream? No, that sounds like something. What's that? I don't even know what that is. What's that mean? 40 love. So I don't know what that means. All right. 40 love, Alcaraz, forehand. Into the backhand of Bellucci. Bellucci is a lefty, by the way. As Bellucci backhand, the forehand of Alcaraz. Bellucci backhand again. Alcaraz forehand goes long. And it's 40-15 as we get a hold by Jovic. She's on the board. 3-1 Paolini. 3-1. All right, 40-15. By the way, Bellucci is wearing a bandana. As that goes in from Alcaraz on the forehand, and it's Alcaraz 1 love. Bookstores are a better idea. Your friend had a video store for a year and closed it. Maybe I just need to do like all things. CDs, DVDs, records, and books. And we'll call it physicality. No. We'll call it Amazon. No. I'm thinking we call it, I don't know. We'll work in progress on the name. We'll figure it out. Don't worry, chap. We can think about it. Books Are Dead. That's a bad movie. A bad name. Books Are Dead, but great. I don't think so. That's an insult to the entire reading community. 15:30. Jovic trying to break back. 2025 mixed doubles champion Irani in the house. All right, 15 loves. We serve from Paolini as 15:30 as we a fault second serve. Backhand return. The backhand of Paolini. Backhand now from Jovic. Goes down the line. The forehand of Paolini. Jovic forehand. Into the forehand of Paolini. Goes down the line. The backhand of Jovic. Paolini cross forehand. That's in. Jovic gets it. Paolini drop shot in the net. 15:40. It can have pastries. Yes! It can be a bakery. We can put a bakery in the shop. Chat. This is getting better and better by the minute. Yes! We can put a bakery with danishes in the store. Unlimited coffee and danishes. Anyways, 15:40 fault from Paolini. Second serve. Second serve into the forehand of Jovic. Jovic to the net. 30-40. And crepes. Nah, I don't know if bakeries have crepes. That's a bit, I think that's too many. Crepes are delicious though. 15:30. Chance for Alcaraz to get a break here. As the return goes wide, it's 30-all. Still break point here for Jovic. And a vintage electronics repair section. Yeah, and I'll sit in the back and repair electronics and stream tennis. I'll just hang out in the workshop. As that goes wide by Jovic and it's deuce. DVDs and danishes. That's the name. That could be the name. That could be it. DVDs and danishes. That I would go there. Literally. Go there all the time. I would live there. 30-all. With a backhand from Alcaraz into the forehand of Bellucci. Bellucci hits it wide. And it's 30-40. Alcaraz the break point. Jovic also has a break point. To go back on serve. Free coffee refills. What do you think this is? What the hell are you talking about? Free? What the hell? No. That's not how it works. No free. With every 10 coffees, you get one free. That's how we're going to do it. All right. Books and bagels. What about books and bagels? DVDs and danishes. That's the whole name. So basically, you can eat and also find treasure. All right, 30-40. That's an ace from Bellucci, and we get to deuce. Also, Paolini gets back to deuce. Thrifty blockbusters. I don't know if we're allowed to use that name. I think we might get in trouble. All right, backhand to backhand rally. Jovic on the stretch as Palini forehand into the 40 Jovic. Jovic hits it long. And it's advantage Palini to take the 4-1 lead. And Alcaraz has also got another chance to break. Advantage Carlos. All right, Palini holds 4-1. As Bellucci comes in with a forehand, but he overhits it. There's the break for Alcaraz. 2-0. 2-0 for Carlos Alcaraz. All right. 2-0. Sorry I missed the bakery conversation. Cam wants to open his own bakery. I have a substantial super chat I could donate towards that. No, I want to open up a place where you can come and probably, I'm thinking renting a selection of movies or books or records or CDs. And on the side of it would have a bakery, because that would also be fun to use. And we need a room to stream, because I need to stream. I'll be still doing the tennis. Love 15. Buy a metal detector. Time off, get rich. Where would I go? Where could I use a medical detector? I live in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing out here. 15 off. Maybe that's what I should get. I'm not going to... Don't worry about it. A tennis cafe, and we'll call it Wimbledon. No, I don't think we can call it Wimbledon. I think we'll get in trouble. I think that name's taken. 30-15. Alcaraz serves again. Fault, second serve. Maybe name it second serve. That actually isn't a bad idea. It kind of feels like a tennis thing though, but then also second serve, like, that's not a bad name for an antique store. Anyways, 40-15. All right. Alcaraz to take 3-love lead. 40-15. Hey, keep classes. He's in the house. Backhand slice goes into the smash of Bellucci. Bellucci puts it away. And it's 40-30. By the way, chat, does anyone listen to Kim Kleister's podcast? I haven't listened to it yet. I'm not sure what it's about. I guess I'm sure it's about tennis, but like, what's the what has anyone listened to it? Is it good? Anyways, Jovic holds 4-2. 4-2 Palini. And Bellucci has an air swing, and it's 3-love Alcaraz. All right, 3-love. Pagula and Keys podcast also now. Yeah, I saw that. I watched a bit of it. I think it's not too bad. If you're into WTA, I feel like it would be a must to watch, because they also have, like, if you're not into WTA tennis, it's still interesting, but it's definitely, well, they're from they play WTA, so they, but I feel like it's going to be really fun to watch them. To like already listening to the to their podcast. I can't remember what it's called. It's called The Players Box. It's called the Players Box, right? It's called the Players Box. And but to get a perspective from current top 10 WTA players about the tour is, I think, very interesting. As a fan of WTA tennis, it's really insightful. So if you're into WTA and you want to learn like more about like the behind the scenes stuff, obviously watch Dash's podcast, Dash's vlog. But this is more of a discussion about like the going-ons on the WTA, and from the WTA perspective when it comes to tennis, right? Like they talk about how like playing tennis after the men's matches on a night session at the US Open is not fun. Like all this, they're obviously in it, so it's much more interesting to hear those who are in it talk about and discuss things that are relevant to the to the WTA right now. It's really, really good. So if you're not into WTA, you probably won't like it. But if you are into the WTA, I would give it a listen. Hopefully they do it. Hopefully it's not just like, oh, we did 2 of them and then we didn't have any time. Hopefully they're consistent with it, and we get one every couple of weeks or something. But it'd be a shame if they did like 3 in 4 months and it was like 6 months later nothing. That'd be annoying, but it happens. They got to play tennis. It's their job. All right. 15:40, Jovic to get back on serve. But yeah, I'd give it a listen. It wasn't too bad. Also, I watched that Game Set Matchmaker. I watched it. 15-all, Bellucci serving. As Jovic hits it in the net, it's 30-40. I watched the first 2 episodes. Yep. I liked episode 2 much better. Episode 1 was not... I thought episode 2 was a lot nice, like a lot more... Felt more real, like real. Episode 1 felt really... I don't know, it just didn't feel... It didn't feel like... It felt way too, like, scripted. I don't know, it was weird. Episode 2 felt like 2 people actually like meeting each other and hanging out for the. Can't wait for episode 3. I think it comes out tomorrow. Yay! I want one of these episodes where they're both just like they hate each other. They're not going to do it, but we need one of these episodes where they both don't like each other. They're just like, this person's terrible. They'll not do it. They won't do it. Everyone will get along and it'll be all fun and games. But I need one of them to be like, God, this person's boring. Now that's real. Advantage Paolini. That's relatable. Never been on a blind date, and that was terrible. That would be funny. Anyways, Advantage Paolini. As Jovic hits it out, Paolini keeps that break, but she's been battling the last couple of games. 5-2. Also, Alcaraz about to get a double break, and he hits it long on the return. One save by Bellucci. 30-40. Mertens wins. Nice. All right, 30-40. New episodes on Thursday for the player box. Every Thursday, player box every Thursday. Okay, cool. I'm interested to hear what they say after the US Open. That'd be good. Because obviously Keys had an upset. There's been a volley now from Bellucci, and Alcaraz can't get it. Bellucci survives. Deuce. All right, we get the deuce. All right, serve again. There's a fault from Bellucci. Second serve. There's a return from Alcaraz to the front of Bellucci. Bellucci in the net. Advantage Alcaraz to get the double break. Advantage Alcaraz. All right. Advantage Alcaraz. All right, advantage Alcaraz for the double break. Backhand and forehand rally as Bellucci with another backhand the forehand of Alcaraz. Bellucci gets the point, though. Alcaraz in the net. All right. Slice from Alcaraz in the forehand of Bellucci. Backing up from Alcaraz. Again, the forehand of Bellucci. Bellucci's it wide. Advantage Alcaraz. Did I see Demons on court interview? No, what did he say? All right, advantage Alcaraz. To take the double break. David Ferrer in the house. You know what David Ferrer's doing, right? Chat, you know what he's doing. He did this a couple of years ago, remember? And it didn't work. Because Carlos said, I can't play for Spain this week. I need to go to Ibiza. But you know what he's doing? He's hanging around. He's just like, Juan Carlos, hey, Davis Cup's important. We're playing Runa. We need his help. Anyways, for love. He's hanging around. He's recruiting. He's just like, hey, you still playing? Every day. You're still playing, right? You're in the team? And Carlos is like, yeah. I'll play. Ferrer's like, yeah. Just making sure that Carlos makes it to wherever the hell where are they playing? Are they playing in Denmark? So he's playing, right? Yeah. Sure, whatever you say, he's playing, yeah. He'll play. Yeah, of course he will. That's why he's there. Just making sure he's there. Because I'll tell you what, Spain need him. Because Fekina losing, that hurts. I mean, if Carreño Busta beats Shelton tonight, then maybe he gets a call. But Spain need Alcaraz. They've got a lot of players, but they need Alcaraz. And I know Runa plays for Denmark, and there's no one. Molo's playing, though. Molo's new, and he might be able to maybe play. But Spain all need Alcaraz. If they don't have Alcaraz, that's going to be real tough. Because Runa's, they need to play Runa. Anyways, Jovic is the winner. And Pellin's going to serve the set. Cam knows. The Landolucci's not on the same level as Runa just yet, though. They're not on the same level yet. 30 love. Alcaraz cruising. Juan Carlos does not look upset. Juan Carlos Ferrero was this close to winning the US Open. Nalbandian wins that match point against Roddick. Juan Carlos in the final. Juan Carlos wins. Easy. Don't even test me. Nalbandian wins that match point. Juan Carlos Ferrero was a US Open champion in 2003. Nalbandian doesn't beat Ferrero in that year. Roddick did because it was at home and big serve, but Nalbandian wouldn't have done it. Ferrero would have been the champ. He beat Agassi in the semis. 2003 was wild, by the way. US Open 2003, wild. Wild times. Sampras was gone. I think there was a retirement ceremony at the start of the tournament for Sampras. Because he didn't officially retire after 2002, the final. He was on the list, but he kind of disappeared because he was like, I'm injured, I'm not playing. And then he announced his retirement, I think, like after Wimbledon in 2003, and was like, yeah, I'm not coming back. Maybe. I think it was around that time. Maybe somebody can correct me. So then Sampras was gone, defending champion, not even coming to the tennis. Federer just won Wimbledon. Juan Carlos Ferrero won the French. Agassi won Australia. So Agassi was the favorite going in, I would expect. And then Roddick comes in, Ferrero, Nalbandian. Hewitt. Mad times. Anyways, Alcaraz wins gets a 5-love. 2003 US Open needs to be studied. All right. Maybe that's what we should do in the rain delay show. Should we do story time? Should we do like when there's a rain delay? Should we I'll do a bunch of research and have it ready to go, and then whenever there's a rain delay, we'll just go through like the story of the 2003 US Open, and we'll just go through it for like 2 hours. Every little detail that you need to know. Tennis law. We'll do tennis law. Tennis law. I feel like tennis law would be actually pretty fun. So Penko apparently went on social media to talk about stuff. Just a small update about the match today. After the match, I told my opponent that she was very disrespectful as she had a net ball in a very deciding moment and didn't say sorry, but her answer was that she didn't have to say sorry at all. There are some rules in tennis in which most of the players follow, and it was the first time ever that this has happened to me on tour. If she plays in her homeland, it doesn't mean that she can behave this way and do whatever she wants. In the beginning of the match, all players are supposed to start warm up on the baseline. The opponent came out straight away, started and warm up then, which is very disrespectful and against the rules of a tennis match. Thanks for all the fans and support. I will come back stronger. Situations like this motivate me to work harder. So I think she meant the opponent came out and straight away started the warm-up at the net, which you don't do. You usually start for the baseline. So it started from the start. Before the match even started, Penko was like, what the hell are you doing? Anyways, Paolini holds and wins a set, 6-3. So there you go. All right, 5-love Alcaraz. Saying sorry is not a rule; it's courtesy. Yeah. I mean, there's unwritten rules in tennis. That's an unwritten rule, right? You apologize if you do that. It's not a rule though; you don't have to. But you're right. It's courtesy, and obviously Penko found that to be an important moment. Seemed to be didn't like that. By the way, 7 break points for Jovic, couldn't get 1. Paolini 1 out of 2, so conversion rate important for Paolini in that set. Yeah, today's been just madness. Today's been madness. So much has happened today. All right. Now goes a 5-love. I'm in Armstrong watching the match. Got to take a picture with Francis's mum after his win. Francis hit his first game ball toward me in the stands. Oh, nice. Well, enjoy. So wait, now you're watching Paolini? Is that Armstrong? And then Shelton Carreño Busta. Ooh, that's gonna be good. If you're still in Armstrong, Eloise, you're gonna have that's gonna be real fun because Shelton's great, but also Carreño Busta can make it really interesting. So that's a banger. That match might go till midnight though. So maybe if you have work tomorrow, maybe don't go. All right, 50-30. 4-1 winner Bellucci, 30-all. 30-all. Now, Jovic is going to serve first against Paolini in the second set. All right. 40-30. Bellucci to get on the board. As Bellucci serves again. Into the Fort of Alcaraz. Great return, Alcaraz. Jeez. We get the deuce. Andreeva wins. Nice. So, also, yeah, Samsonova gone. Hon, best qualifier, getting through and making to the third round. So there is one qualifier left in the women's draw. And she's Australian. Let's go. Runa's in a tiebreak against Struff 2-0 in the tiebreak. Mannarino's up a set against Thompson. And Dadiri just beat Spizzeri. Can't make these names up. Also, Von Drusser and Kessler have started, which could be interesting. Kessler has been pretty good this year, but so has Vondi. Vondi's coming back. Advantage Bellucci. Advantage Bellucci. Is it a backhand from Bellucci into the Fort of Alcaraz? Alcaraz in the net. 5-1. 5-1. Alcaraz is going to serve the set. 5-1. All right, 15:30. Jovic hits it long, and it's a chance for Paolini to break. A chance for her to get a chance to break. That made sense. Ah, 15 love. Nice work there from Alcaraz. Bellucci got there from the drop shot, but just hit the lob long. 15 love. As Alcaraz serves the fault, second serve. As Jovic 30-0. We're serving to the forehand of Paolini. Forehand from Jovic in the net. 30-40. Break point for Paolini. First game of the second. Runa, by the way, is a chance to win the get the tie break. All right, 30-40. Jovic serves. A fault. Second serve. Alcaraz, by the way, 40-15. Set points. Jovic serves. By the way, chat, how did Paolini and Alcaraz, I mean, they kind of didn't start at the same time, but as we have double fault now, Paolini takes the break. I mean, they started probably 10 minutes apart, but okay, maybe 10 minutes apart, 3 games apart. That's not super strange. Anyways, return goes to the back of Alcaraz, sliced into the forehand of Bellucci. He hits it wide, and Alcaraz takes the first set, 6-1. 6-1. All right. I mean, Armstrong watching the match, got to take a photo of... Oh, sorry, I read that one already. Enjoy the time, Eloise. Does that Mannarino guy play for the Pies as well? Go Collingwood. Yeah, look, that's a bannable offense. Mentioning Collingwood and saying and actually going for them, that's a bannable offense. I'm not going to ban you now, but I'm just warning you in the future, we never, ever bring up that team unless they lose. And then we talk about them, but we never bring that team up in this chat. Everybody knows the rules. It's a bannable offense. We do never talk about Collingwood. Anyways, 30 love. As we just said about wide, the forehand of Jovic. Forehand now from Paolini down the line. Jovic with a lob. Paolini gets it and puts it away on the forehand side, and it's 40 love. 40 love. Rune just lost the tiebreak? Huh? He was winning! What do you mean? He was up 5-3! Are you kidding me? I look away for 2 seconds. We're never going to get any good matches, are we? This US Open is cursed. I don't care what anyone says. Call me a wizard. It's cursed. I don't give a shit. Oh, no. We're not going to get Rune Djokovic? Oh, God. It's cursed. It's cursed, chat. Can't believe this. Anyways, Jovic, it's a great backhand, and it's still 40-15, though. Paolini says a 5-second serve. We still might get Djokovic Tiafoe. Ooh, that's actually not bad. That's not bad. Night session on a Saturday night? Maybe? Wait. Yeah. No. Sunday. Wait. Saturday night? Sunday night. That'll be Sunday night. That wouldn't be bad. Sunday night. It would be Sunday afternoon. Oh, no, because it's a holiday, right? So isn't it a holiday on Monday for America? So then you could do the Sunday night Djokovic Tiafoe, and it would be fine. All right, we get the deuce here. I don't know what Paolini... She was up 40 love. Chad, have you ever looked at the logo on someone's hat in the coach's box and actually visited the website? Or do you just look at it and go, what the hell is that? I just look and go, sponsor, and then just not even Google it. No idea. Anyways, deuce. Is it a forehand rally? Paolini forehand again to the forehand of Jovic. Paolini forehand again to the forehand of Jovic. And the forehand of Paolini. Jovic forehand down the line is wide. It's advantage Paolini. No free ads, exactly. 15:30, by the way. Alcaraz trying to break first game of the second. As Paolini serves the fault, second serve. As we do a forehand now from Jovic. Cross court in the forehand of Paolini. Jovic forehand to the backhand of Paolini as Jovic hits a backhand winner. Let me get back to deuce. Back to deuce. As the return goes in the net from Jovic, and it's advantage Paolini. .30 here as Bellucci tries to get off to a better start in the second. Is there like a requirement for Bellucci's like coaches and family and stuff all to have the same haircut? What the hell? They've all got long, luscious hair. Is that like a thing? 30-0. Alcaraz not invited. Is it a forehand now to the forehand of Bellucci? Drop shot. Alcaraz is good. Bellucci gets it back, but Alcaraz open court winner. Breakpoint Alcaraz, 30-40. 30-40. Break point. As Paolini with a big shout gets to advantage. Advantage Paolini. Advantage Paolini. As she holds, 2-love. As Bellucci sliced in the form of Alcaraz, and Alcaraz puts it away. There's the break. I'll tell you what, I like what Alcaraz is doing here because he's making it snappy. 1-love in the second. Alvaro did him dirty, yeah. All right. 2-love. Paolini with a set and a break. As backhand to backhand rally. Paolini comes in with a volley, and that's too good. 15. Love 15. Love 15. Love 15. All right. All right, 15-0. Alcaraz trying to consolidate the break. And love 30. Paolini looking for a double break as Jovic serves a fault second serve. Now love 30. As the return goes into the forehand of Jovic. Forehand now from Paolini. Jovic backhand on the stretch. As Paolini forehand cross court. Jovic slice. Paolini backhand at the net. And Jovic hits it wide on the pass. And it's love 40. Love 40. As Jovic serves again. Paolini looking for the double break. Serving to the back end of Paolini. Forehand now from Jovic in the forehand of Paolini. Is Jovic forehand again. The forehand of Paolini. Into the back end of Jovic as Paolini backhand down the line is a winner. There's the double break. 3-love. 3-love Paolini. She's cruising now. 3-love. Just tuned in. Somebody catch me up. What did Cam buy at the thrift? A chair. All right. Actually, I went to the thrift yesterday and found some Goosebump books, which was really fun. I found 2 Goosebump books from the 90s, which I'm trying to get a collection. I'm trying to get a collection of Goosebumps because I remember them. So that was fun. And I'm not talking about like remakes. I'm talking about like the original, like they're all like old and like they're like the pages are all like discolored and stuff. It's like, yeah, the paper's not crispy anymore. It's turned to like a brown. So you know they're old. They've gone from they're definitely they're not reproductions. Goosebump theme is goated. Oh yeah. I love 30. Alcaraz looking for that double break. And then I found a couple of CDs. I found, what did I find? The best of Alice Cooper, the best of U2, the best of... I have to double check. Love 30. And then I found Black Eyed Peas' The End, which is much better than their first album. I found what else did I find? The best of someone. What else was it? Oh, best of Kiss. The best of Kiss. And then then I found these. How cool are these? Look how shiny this one is. It's great. They're good, pretty good condition too. This one is. But like, see what I mean? The pages are like all like, they've got like that. They look like they meant that. They're meant to do that. Maybe they did. Were they always like this? Maybe they're always like this. That looks like they've just. Maybe they're always like this. Were the pages always like this, chat? Goosebump fans? But yeah, that's actually a really good condition one. And then this one's like a shiny one. And then this one's Pick Your Own Adventure. It's got 20 different endings. Oh, yeah, this is a Pick Your Own Adventure, Choose Your Own Adventure. See? Turn to page. If you want to go there, go. These ones were awesome. But they weren't all like that, were they? Only some of them were Choose Your Own Adventure. Sick. Anyways. They're $1 each, too. Steal. 30-40. Covers were always awesome. Oh, yeah. All right, 30-40. No, they just got old. Okay, so they weren't supposed to be like that. I mean, yeah, they're just like, it's awesome. This one's a little bit scuffed, but what do you expect after like 35 years? All right. 30-40. As Bellucci survives. And we get back to deuce. The Hubs. Thank you for the 12. Appreciate that. I have no idea what you're talking about. But thank you for the $12.
Cracker Barrel has been in the US news lately. Is there an Aussie equivalent called Wafer Barrel?
I have no idea what you just said. All right. Deuce. No, we're not watching Shelton tonight. We're watching Sabalenka. All right. Forehand now from Bellucci to the backhand of Alcaraz. Bellucci forehand into the forehand of Alcaraz. As Bellucci hits the backhand to the line. Alcaraz backhand into the forehand of Bellucci. To the forehand of Alcaraz, who hits a massive forehand cross court. Advantage Alcaraz. Whew. Advantage Alcaraz. 2000 AD. Are you serious? That's crazy. It's an original? It isn't. They are originals. Advantage Alcaraz. As the return goes out by Alcaraz, Bellucci survives. Deuce. 3-1, by the way, Paolini. Jovic got one of the breaks back. Who is Sinner's first test? Popper tomorrow. I didn't even look at this. What was the schedule? I can't even remember. So much has happened today. I don't even know what's going on. I'm so all over the place today. Today has been a day. So much has gone on today. Sinner plays tomorrow afternoon. So we've got Sinner, Swiatek, Coco at night, Osaka, Zverev, Anisimova. Venus is playing doubles. Cool. All right. That goes to the net from Bellucci. Alcaraz with the break. Double break. 3-love in the second. By the way, chat, Townsend and Ostapenko, can they play each other in doubles? Just asking for a friend. Just asking for a friend. Can they play each other in doubles? Is that a possibility? Or is it not possible? I don't think Penko's playing doubles. Yeah, I don't think Penko's not playing doubles. Bummer. That's a shame. Or is she? Or did I miss it? I don't think Penko's playing doubles. Oh no, she is with Krejcikova. Where's Townsend though? Is Townsend not in the doubles? Oh, yeah, Penko's there. Sorry, I couldn't see. And Townsend's the number 1 seed with Siniakova. Ooh, that's a team. They can't play to the final though, so they can't play to the final. Chat, if they play, we're watching. If the final is those names, by the way, great. But by the way, not just Penko Townsend, but Siniakova versus Krejcikova is also very interesting. All right, I'll just say that right now. That is also interesting because we don't know why they split. We don't know why they were so successful. Paolini breaks. I don't know. We don't know what went wrong there, but they stopped playing together as well. There must be something. So Penko Krejcikova versus Townsend Siniakova. We're watching that. We are watching that. Whatever that is, why? Don't ask questions. We're watching that. That's going to be some crazy shit. Something's going to happen. Good, very good team, but very good doubles teams too, by the way. Very good. All right. Alcaraz got the double break, 3-love. And Paolini also has the double break, 4-1. All right. As Alcaraz serves into the back of Bellucci. Alcaraz slice down the line. Bellucci with a forehand cross court. Alcaraz gets it with the backhand, but overhits it. 30-15. Krejcikova Siniakova playing next month together. Oh, okay. So there's nothing wrong there. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Nothing to see here then. That's fine. 30-15. Vondi breaks at 6-5. Let's go. Rune is up a break in the second, by the way. But he lost the first set. All right. As Alcaraz comes to the net. Bellucci hits it in the net. 40-15. Alcaraz for a 4-love lead in the second. By the way, chat, when was the last time Alcaraz won a match like this? In a Grand Slam? Has I don't feel like we've watched Alcaraz dominate somebody in a slam before. Well, recently. He always has one set where he decides to make it interesting. For whatever reason. But so far, has he won a match like 1-love and 2 before? I mean, recently? Maybe against an injured Tommy Paul at Roland Garros? True. But like, has he? Maybe. 4-love Alcaraz. I mean, what about this year? Has he done it this year? Because we've watched every Alcaraz match, and I don't remember a match being this one-sided. For him, he always makes it... He always gets bored. For whatever reason, he gets bored. He just decides to play silly. By the way, third set could be a tiebreak, just saying. We're not there yet, but... All right, love 15. So, he beat Norrie at Wimbledon 2-3-3. He beat Tarvit. I can't read or spell. He beat Tarvit 1-4-4. He beat Paul Love 1-4. He beat Zapiri at Roland Garros 3-4-2. He beat Nishioka at the Australian Open this year, Love 1-4. Again, like there's always by the time he gets to the third, he's kind of like, yeah, I want to play more tennis, please. Has he gone like 1-1-2 before? Like absolutely blitz somebody? Last year he won. He was up 6-1, 6-1, 1-love against Zhong, but he had to retire. 1-2-1 against JJ Wolf, Roland Garros last year. Seems to be the last time it was a complete domination from start to finish. So JJ Wolf, Roland Garros 2024. 1-2-1 was the score. I guess that's the last time. And JJ Wolf was a lucky loser and it was on clay. So Oscar Otter back in Wimbledon 2022 was 3-1-2. He beat Tabilo in Australian Open first round 2-2-3 back in 2022. And then that was 2021 was when he had his breakout. 30-40. So yeah, so like I said, we've watched every Carlos match that I can remember in a Grand Slam. And he hasn't dominated from start to finish like this for a long time. And it's very rare that this happens. But wait until the third set tiebreak happens and then you can all blame me. Advantage Paolini, by the way, to go to 5-1. There's going to serve for Bellucci. There's Alcaraz with the forehand. Into the forehand of Bellucci. Alcaraz forehand into the back end of Bellucci. To the forehand of Alcaraz. Bellucci gets the free point. Alcaraz in the net. Deuce. As that goes out from Paolini, and we get the deuce again. All right. Back to deuce here for Bellucci as he tries to get a game. As Bellucci says, by the way, chat, is Superman still in the movies? Might go see that. I think Superman is not in the movies anymore. All right, advantage Alcaraz for a 5-love lead. All right, advantage Alcaraz. As Bellucci serves again. And return goes in the forehand of Alcaraz. Bellucci backhand goes wide. 5-love to Carlos. He's cruising. Any good movies coming out soon? Conjuring. Ooh, that comes out next week. Conjuring. Ooh. The Conjuring comes out next week. Okay. Anyways, 5-1. 5-1 to 5-1 to Paolini. Cam's a horror movie junkie, yeah. All right. All right, love 15. Scream 7 is released in 6 months. Oh, nice. Love 15. Djokovic serves. Into the backhand of Paolini. Backhand of Jovic. The backhand of Paolini is Jovic forehand. Into the forehand of Paolini. Jovic backhand on the stretch. Paolini into the net. 15-all. Whoop. All right. 30 love, Alcaraz. As Bellucci hits a forehand into the back of Alcaraz. Bellucci forehand again to the back, forehand of Alcaraz. He ran around it and then hit a winner. 40 love. Alcaraz 40 love. Mia. What you doing? 40 love, Alcaraz 3-set points for a 2-set love lead. And he serves an ace. 1 hour. Not even. It's 58 minutes. 58 minutes. 2 sets of love. Alcaraz doesn't want to play. Doesn't want Sabalenka to play till midnight today. He's very generous. Alcaraz a very nice guy. He's like, you know what, Arena? I'm going to get out of your way. That's what he's doing. What a lovely guy. All right, 5-2. Paolini's going to serve for the match. Alcaraz, by the way, just ripping Bellucci apart. It's crazy. It's a massacre. Stop, he's already dead. What's 70s horror? What? All right, bro. Just because you remember doesn't mean you can say stupid things. Matthew Lillard's coming back for Scream 7. Nice. Do you think Ben Shelton can win a major with his father as coach? Yes. Yes, I do. Okay. All right. Paolini serving for the match. And a spot in the third round. Now, the winners of these matches, by the way, I forgot to mention. So the winner of Paolini's match will take on the winner of Kessler Vondrousova, who right now are just in the first set. So that's Vondi versus, by the way, Vondrousova, Kessler, Paolini. Winner plays Raducanu or Alcaraz. Chat, this is why I can't believe I've just said this. I've been brainwashed. Like the rest of everybody. We've all been brainwashed. Anyways, Raducanu or Raducanu, that's the actual match. Alcaraz is just playing right now. That's why I got confused. The winner of this Alcaraz-Bellucci match will take on Didiri. Alcaraz's draw, by the way, much easier than it was at the start of the week. Bonzi, Rindenich, winner plays Alcaraz, Didiri. Shelton and Lehechka are still around though, so it's not an easy draw, but it's easier than playing Medvedev or Fokina. So it's definitely easier than it could have been. All right, 15-0. As Paolini serves. Into the forehand of Jovic. Paolini forehand to the backhand of Jovic. Into the forehand of Paolini. Jovic forehand again to the backhand of Paolini on the stretch. Jovic comes in with a volley. Paolini with a pass. Jovic volleys it away. 15-30. Jovic ain't done yet. Runa won the second 6-2, by the way. All right, 15-30. As we serve out wide the backhand of Jovic. And the return goes out. 30-0. 30-0. 30 all. As that goes in the net from Paolini. 30-40. Jovic to just get one of the breaks back. 30-40. As Paolini serves a fault. Second serve. As Jovic returns the forehand to Paolini. Jovic forehand. Winner! All right, there's one back. Jovic is still throwing fists. She doesn't think it's over. All right. Jovic gets one back. 5-3 Paolini in the second. All right. 40-30, by the way, as Alcaraz returned the forehand to Bellucci. Alcaraz backhand. Slice into the forehand to Bellucci. Again, the backhand of Alcaraz. Bellucci backhand on the stretch. Alcaraz gets it with the forehand into the forehand of Bellucci. Alcaraz backhand down the line in the net. Bellucci on the board. 1-love. He leads. And the crowd appreciate that. He could have been criminally charged. I think it's illegal to incite a riot. Oh my God. It's not that deep. You think Medvedev should have gone to jail? For what? For just pumping the crowd up a little bit? Nobody got hurt. Come on. If that's the case, then Townsend today should have been also in trouble. Because she did the same thing, except she did the exact same thing. When Penko was leaving the court, she was going like this. And the crowd were going crazy, booing and crazy. Like, come on now. Come on, that's crazy. It's crazy talk. Nobody got hurt. Too far. And it was love 30. As the return goes in the back end of Jovic. Jovic in the net, love 40. And Paolini. Match points. 3 match points to take the win. A bit of serve from Jovic in the net. Second serve. Second serve. Serving to the forehand of Paolini. Jovic forehand goes in. Paolini hits a wide. And it's 15-40, one saved. $15-40. Still match point. And then an ace. All right, 2 save. 30-40. 30-40. Still match point for Paolini. As Jovic serves the fault. Second serve. Second serve. To the forehand of Paolini. Paolini in the net. All right, Jovic hangs on. Deuce. If I was Technofiber, I would drop Medvedev. Don't need to see him smashing rackets into pieces. To be honest, I don't think breaking rackets is a... Like, why would they get rid of him? As we return now off the tape from Paolini, and it goes in. And Jovic can't get it. Advantage Paolini. Match point number 4. All right, advantage Paolini. All right, serve. Into the forehand of Paolini. Forehand now from Jovic. The backhand of Paolini. Jovic backhand again to the backhand of Paolini. Into the forehand of Jovic. It's Paolini backhand again to the forehand of Jovic. As Paolini goes with the forehand now into the forehand of Jovic. Again, the forehand of Paolini. Jovic down the line. Paolini gets it with the backhand, but it's in the net. We're back to deuce. Has any racket brand fired their, dropped their player for breaking rackets? I feel like it would. Look, first of all, they get fined for that anyway. So Medvedev would get probably an angry letter and a fine from Technify. They would not be happy with that, but they would also go, you got to pay us. So what the hell? It's probably in his contract. Like, you break rackets, you got to But also we're talking about it now. They're getting free advertising right now because we're talking about Medvedev's breaking his racket and saying their name. So, they might not like it, but the racket brands also get way more, they get way more views, right? Or whatever. Because if you people are watching the replay. When someone breaks a racket, they're watching the person break the racket. And they will see that logo when that person's smashing the racket. Now, obviously, that's not how you use that product, but then I'm sure the brands. I mean, look, do the brands really care if someone buys a racket, breaks, and has to buy another one? No, because they just bought 2 rackets. That person just lost more money, right? I'm not talking about the tennis players. I'm talking about people like us, right? General public. If you break one racket, you're going to buy another one. So that's 2 rackets, right? Bellucci holds, by the way. So I don't think it's necessarily the worst thing for these tennis rackets brands to have them players breaking their rackets. Obviously, they don't want to be known as the racket that's the most breakable racket or anything, right? But I don't think that really comes with it. You know? Rune got told off from Babolat for selling a smashed racket online. Yeah, what the hell? He can't be doing that. That's crazy. How could that? What, he sold it on eBay, did he? That's crazy. Anyways, Paolini in the net advantage Jovic. Jovic should save 4 match points. Well, Rune out here on eBay. Is that true? Rune selling what, for charity or for the rent? That's wild. Is that true though? Is that real? That's funny if real. If it's not real, it's okay. Good story, but is that real? That can't be real. No chance. Anyways, advantage Jovic. The forehand goes into the forehand of Paolini on the stretch. Jovic backhand is Paolini. Forehand inside out. Jovic to the pass. Paolini with a forehand winner. And we're back to deuce. Yeah, Rune got a side hustle. Oh, he put it on his own website. Oh, okay. For charity? It was $5,000? That's crazy. That is wild. I guess you have to get permission from the brand whether or not you're allowed to sell it. I guess if it's for charity even, you know. You have to get permission from the brand. Hey, I want to sell one of my rackets for charity. I don't know. Was it for charity? It must be for charity. There's no way he would have sold $5,000 for a racket for his pocket. Just to go, oh yeah, I just want to buy a new, I just want to buy a new hat or something. You know what I mean? Anyways, 4-4 rally. Jovic hits the long advantage Paolini. Advantage Paolini. Rune was selling a lot of smash rackets? What? Was it, again, for charity? Right? It must have been for charity. All right, advantage, Paolini. Backhand return goes the backhand of Jovic. Paolini with the back on the stretch. Jovic drop shot. Paolini gets there with a slice. Jovic with the pass. In the net. There it is. Paolini wins. Tough match. Tricky match, but she gets it done. Paolini's into the 3rd round. Jovic is definitely going to be someone to keep an eye on in the future, though. She's just getting started. But Paolini too good. Now Paolini's going to await the winner of Vondi and Kessler. Vondi won the first set. And Raducanu Rabakina, winner plays possibly Paolini in the fourth round. So things are starting to get really interesting in that little section there. All right, Paolini wins. Paolini gets the win. And she just high-fived a photographer. I don't know who that was. Not the same guy as who ran on the court. Trust me. Not the same guy. Wasn't the same guy. All right. Jovic. I'm sure we will be hearing about her a lot more in the future. She had a lot of chances in that match. Just couldn't convert the break points. Which was a massive part of the game. But definitely got skills. All right, 2-0. Alcaraz holds. Now we're going to merge the streams to make it easy for everybody. So if you want to keep watching this Alcaraz match, jump on over here. Raducanu Paolini might be possible. Yeah, maybe. That might be possible indeed. But yeah, jump on over if you want to keep watching this Alcaraz match. But Paolini wins. Straight sets, 3-3. She's in the third round. Okay. All right, Bellucci. He's serving at 2-0 in the third. And he hits it out, and it's love 15. Love 15. Medi got fined $42,000. Jesus. That's tough. Anyways, 15-0. The commentators just ripped the previous cameraman for getting on court. That dude will never live it down? No. No, he will not. Alcaraz has held serve 30 consecutive times? Wow. That's a good stat. All right. As Bellucci serves. $30-15. All right, 40-15. As Bellucci serves a fault, second serve. As Alcaraz puts it wide, and Bellucci takes the lead, 3-2. Okay. Okay. And there must be like some celebrity or someone because they keep people in the crowd are screaming. So there must be some funny thing going on because the crowd are going nuts. All right. That's the photographer that took the viral picture of Paolini. What viral picture? What picture are you talking about? I don't know what picture you're talking about. What picture? Google the picture. It's great. What? It's right, Paolini, and it comes up. What picture? You gotta give me something. I check Discord. Okay. Okay, that's a good. Okay, that's a great photo. That is crazy. That is crazy. I can't show it, but you can go Google it. That's crazy. I'll retweet it. It's like the logo of the Yonex on the racket is perfectly timed and one circle in each eye, and then the triangle is around her nose and mouth. That is crazy. I'm going to retweet it. That is a crazy photo. That is a wild photo. I retweeted the photo on Twitter. Follow on Twitter. It's on Twitter. 15-old. Oh, what a perfectly timed photo. Uh, 30-15. There's a serve again from Alcaraz. Nice. 40-15. As Bellucci hits a great return and goes in the net from Alcaraz. 40-30. As a return from Bellucci goes wide, and Alcaraz goes to 3-all. 3-all. All right. By the way, 1 in the chat if you're still here, 2 in the chat if you're lurking, and 3 in the chat if you're not here. Hello. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Thank you. What's a Twitter? I don't know. I'm sorry. Do you want me to call it X? Do you? Are you one of those people? Well, it's called X. I don't know what Twitter is. It's called X, I think. Is it the same as X? I don't know. Don't pretend. Why don't you take the steering wheel, start driving your own car? Right? We get it. You drive Teslas. Good. Good for you. It's great. It's Twitter and it will forever be Twitter. Nobody calls it X. Not even the owner calls it X, probably. What's an X? Well, when you're in a relationship and then you break up. 15-all. As Alcaraz hits in net. 30-15. See, chap, I told you. He was dominating, but now, like, Alcaraz got bored. He got bored. As with a fault from Bellucci, second serve. $30-all, double fault from Bellucci. All right, 30-all. As Alcaraz sits out in the return, 40-30. 40-30. As we return now from Alcaraz, the forehand Bellucci. Alcaraz back in on the stretch. Bellucci down the line, forehand is long, and it's deuce. Whoa. What you doing, man? What you doing? Deuce. Serve again. As we look backhand now from Alcaraz into the forehand of Bellucci. And Bellucci hits it long. Advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz. The break. And then Bellucci serves an ace. Deuce. Deuce. As the return goes into the backhand Alcaraz. Volley from Bellucci is long. And it's advantage Alcaraz. I'm driving. Put the phone down! Put down your phone! Do not text and drive. Are you crazy? What are you doing? I'm not going to tell the police this time, but don't do that. What are you doing? You're endangering yourself and others, and I can't even speak properly. Advantage Alcaraz. As the return goes in the forehand of the backhand of Bellucci. Bellucci hits it out. There's the break. Don't text and drive. I'll tell you what's going on. You don't need to type. Especially you don't have to be like, I'm driving. We don't need to know. Just drive, all right? Jeez. Man. What the hell, man? You don't need to tell us what you're doing. I'm from Germany. I'm flying in 3 hours. It's 3 a.m. Tim, you're a savage. Yeah, drive and listen. Yeah. I don't need to text. You don't need to tell us what's going on. All right. Now we do have Sabalenka coming up next. So, yay. Now we know how to get a rise out of Cam? Yeah, do illegal shit. It's okay to not multitask. Exactly. Yeah, don't text and drive, period. Exactly. That's crazy. Okay. All right. Alcaraz 2 games away. As Alcaraz hits the 4-hand winner. 15 love. $15 love. All right, 30 love. Nice serving Alcaraz. $30 love. All right, 40 love. This might be. No. 40 love. We got a fault second serve. As Alcaraz 4-hand to the back of Bellucci. 4-hand from Alcaraz. Goes in the net. 40-15. $40-15. As Alcaraz serves a fault second serve. As the return goes in the front of Alcaraz, down the line to the front of Bellucci. Alcaraz 4-hand to the back of Bellucci. To the front of Alcaraz. Bellucci 4-hand cross court. Alcaraz gets it back. Bellucci with the volley. Alcaraz going to get it. No, he's not. I expected too much. 40-30. $40-30. $40-30. But Vondi is up a set and a break. So is Lee against Bencic. Runa is level in the third set at 1-all. By the way, Chet, what should I have for lunch? I'm feeling sushi. 40-30. And not like fancy sushi. I'm talking about like sushi rolls, which cost like $5. Anyways, Alcaraz hits it out. We're a deuce. What is going on? Mia, what is going on? What are you doing? What is going on? What is happening? What is happening, Mia? What is going on? Where's your toy? Go get your toys. Go get one of your toys. Poor. Okay. All right. Jeez, Mia. That's too much. It's too much, Mia. It's too much. That's too much. What am I feeding you? What is going on? Deuce. That was a. The air got thick. That was bad. It's bad. That got stuck up my nose. That was bad. That's bad. Deuce, chat. That was bad. Be grateful you can smell that. All right. That's bad. 4-hand back rally. As Alcaraz hits a winner advantage. That was something. I don't know what that was. That was thick. I don't know. That smell was thick. Oh God. Oh. Yeah. All right. Oh. Advantage Alcaraz. I said sushi and then it just I don't know what happened. All right, Alcaraz serves a fault second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Bellucci. Bellucci hits it long. All right. Alcaraz holds. And it's 5-3. Boop. Oh, that's the pen. Don't need the pen. Struff breaks. Oh, God. Runa's going to lose. What is going on? Chat, we can't have this. Why does this keep happening? Bellucci serving to stay in the match. At least Bellucci's having a laugh. And his team are making him laugh, so that's good. Even though this match has been very one-sided. All right, good serve from Bellucci. Alcaraz gets it back. Smash from Bellucci. As Alcaraz, forehand cross court. Bellucci gets on the stretch. Alcaraz drop shot. Bellucci gets it with a drop shot back. Alcaraz with a pass. Bellucci with a lob volley, but Alcaraz with a smash. Oh, Bellucci got it, but he hits it wide. Love 15. Love 15. Love 15. As Bellucci serves again. The return goes out by Bellucci. Love 30. Yeah, Sabalenka's playing straight after this. Love 30. There's a bit of fault. Second serve. Serve to the forehand of Alcaraz. Return to the forehand of Bellucci. Alcaraz backhand. Again, the forehand of Bellucci. Alcaraz forehand. Goes into the backhand of Bellucci. It's a drop shot winner. That's a nice shot. 15-30. Nice little highlight. 15-30. 15-30. Do we have any matches after this not female? You mean, do we have any men's matches after this? No. No, we do not. All right, 15-30. As Bellucci hits it out, we got match points. Alcaraz 15-40. By the way, this might be Alcaraz's best, easiest Grand Slam win ever. Dropping 4 games total, it could be. 15-40. Serve. There's a fault. Second serve. Serving to the back end of Alcaraz. He hits it out in the return. One save, 30-40. 30-40. This might be the most dominating performance at a Grand Slam for Alcaraz in his career so far. Struff is up 2-1 against Runa. Anyways, double fault to finish. Alcaraz gets the win. 1-3. That was impressive. That was very, very impressive by Alcaraz. He shaved his head and he meant business, so now he's not mucking around. He came to play for real. He ain't mucking about, and he does the golf celebration again. Djokovic plays the violin. Alcaraz hits a golf ball. Sinner does... What does Sinner do? He waves. I don't know. He just does a normal celebration. All right. First 2 rounds are down for Alcaraz, and he's going to play against Dadiri, who's been in good form, but on the clay in the next round. So there you go. I wouldn't expect it to be any different, this scoreline to that scoreline. I think Alcaraz should win that in straights, but Dadiri's been in form, so we'll see how he looks. I don't expect... I would be shocked if Dadiri took Alcaraz to the distance. But then again, we haven't watched Dadiri. Maybe the confidence translates. Maybe the confidence translates on the hard courts, right? All right. World number 1, Aryana Sabalenka, coming up next. I'll send you over there. And that'll be the last match of a hectic day. I don't know how many matches we watched today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll be our 7th match of the day. Holy hell. 7 matches today. 7. Now, we're not going to watch Shelton because if that match goes 5 hours, I'll lose my voice. We're watching more. We shouldn't have even watched this many matches today. I would end the streams now if, but we were going to watch Sabalenka. It's been a big day. Yeah, watch 7 matches all day for today. Tomorrow's not going to be as crazy, which is nice, but still, a lot of. Still, I mean, this is where things get nuts. So, anyways, jump over there. We'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. Alcaraz wins 6-1, 6-love, 6-3, and he will take on Dadiri in the 3rd round. Jay.
LFG Carlos. The dude got it done quickly and efficiently. Vamos, Carlos and Cam. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Jay, for the 3. Yep. That was, again, one of the most straightforward Alcaraz wins at a Grand Slam I've ever seen, which is good. Saving energy, not mucking around. No 5-set second rounds this time, or 4 sets even. But I'll see you guys in about 5.